Hello friends, it's Stephanie from Behind the Designs. Today I wanted to talk about how to get started in Planner Perfect. If you're a beginner in the Traveler Notebook community, it can get a bit overwhelming with regard to what size cover, which ultimately determines your size journals, and at least specifically for Planner Perfect, where to start. There's a lot of options on the website, and so I'm going to kind of go through a few things today, and you're going to come shopping with me, and then I'm hoping that this will help you if you are beginning in this community, that it'll help you kind of get started, jump right in, get started, and enjoy the joy that comes from planning in the Planner Perfect system as well as in a traveler's notebook. I mean, there is nothing that compares to a traveler's notebook. Maybe Bujo, but you can do Bujo in a traveler's notebook as well. So what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to be talking about covers, sizes of those traveler's notebooks, journals, and then some of the accessories, and then we're going to jump on quick to do a shop with me, and then that'll be it. So let me get started. All right, so today I want to talk about the covers. You've seen me talk about I shared my narrow Planner Perfect covers, my collection, and I will try and remember to link that below. And you know it was vast, but I'm only gonna bring out one. You know this girl here. This is Arabella, and she is a rich, gorgeous brown with some black undertones. It's just gorgeous for fall, and that's why I want to show it to you today, because there is also coming in March, or not March, listen to me, in September, some new croc products. So stay tuned for that. More is coming on that. But today I'm going to talk about this one, which is Arabella. So she is currently in stock on the Planner Perfect website. And she is, as I said, a gorgeous, rich brownish black color. And it's just perfect for fall. So if you're just starting out, this is called a traveler's notebook cover. And Jenny's system is set up a little bit different than your typical traveler's notebook cover. So normally it's like a single book. So it's basically a cover with one string. And that is the traveler's notebook system for the most part. They've expanded since then, but Jenny's system is a little different in that she has the 4 strands for you. She has a spine that has been kind of squared off. It's a, enhanced spine, and which is really nice when you're carrying journals. To me, there's something annoying about having a curved spine and then the book's trying to go straight. That kind of bugs me. So if that bugs you, you'll get what I mean when I talk about the spine on Jenny's notebooks. You'll also get this big wide pocket. You can put anything behind it that you want. And then there's this pocket here, which fits the journal cards. You get a notebook on the right side, the pen loop. And then here is your closure. All you got to do, it comes to you this way. And when I store them, I put them back that same way. It just keeps it a little neater on the shelf. So you're just going to pull this out, and then you're ready to go. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to now choose your journals. So the first part is your cover. That's difficult enough. With regard to the size of the covers, the first time I ever dove into traveler's notebooks, what I did was I went and took the measurements of the covers, cut them out of paper, and then I just, kind of played with the paper to see which one felt good, which one seemed, like it would have enough room for me to write, which one had enough room, not too much, but not too little. And so I just kind of played with the paper. And you can even do paper that you fold over, just to give you a better, understanding of what is in a cover size in terms of what you want to do in it. So that would be my first suggestion, is to take the cover sizes, cut them out of paper, find out what you think your best size is. Way back when I started, I thought my personal size, and really at that time it was the personal or perfect size, which was a personal. But then as time went on, I realized I needed a little bit more. So I have really found a sweet spot with narrow. So do the paper cuttings, because I'm really, it'll help you grasp the sizes. It's really hard to say, okay, it measures this and measures that without feeling it in your hands. It's way different. So by all means, cut them out on paper. Once you think you have your size down, then that's half the battle. Next, you have to choose the journals that are going to go into your notebook. So when you are a beginner planner in Traveler's Notebooks or the Planner Perfect system, I would suggest at minimum starting out with at least 3 books. So your first book is going to be your annual book. So this is going to be your 12 months. Or now in Planner Perfect, there's an option to get a 6-month agenda. So you want to have that. Then you want to have a monthly journal or monthly agenda. And that's just for the current month. Now the monthly agenda also comes in the sub box. So, when you subscribe for the sub box, you will get that monthly journal automatically. And then your last book is going to be basically a journal. So it's going to be in your format, however you choose. And again, we'll go over more of that in a minute. But I always choose blank. So, this journal is the place where you're going to do, basically journaling, scripting. You can do memory keeping, lists, notes, whatever comes to mind, whatever you want to get down on paper. That's the book for you. So 3 journals and a cover. That's all you need to get started. Like, you don't need 4 journals just because this has 4 strands. You don't need, bells and whistles and paper clips and charms and, all that stuff is extra. It is great to have it. And I'm, saying that you're probably going to want it at some point. But to get started, all you need is a cover and at least 3 journals. So let me show you the journals I chose, to go with my Arabella somewhere. Okay. So I chose to pull out of my stock, just for visual. This, if I remember correctly, this was my November 2020 setup. These 2 covers are my all-time fave. I mean, they're just gorgeous. I mean, all Jenny's covers are gorgeous, but these for some reason just always catch my eye. So this was the monthly book. This was the journal, which as you can see is quite chunky. And then this I chose as my plan book. So you can choose for your cover any artwork for any purpose. So you can make this your monthly journal and this your annual, and this can stay your monthly. So you can make them whatever you want. They're totally customizable. Now, bear in mind that when you place an order, it's going to take approximately 2 weeks, approximately. And I say that because not always is it going to be 2 weeks. It really depends on the bulk of orders that are going through the system at the time. So just bear in mind, so we're now, coming into the middle of August. It's going to be tough to order an August book because you might find yourself behind the 8 ball on that because you probably won't get it in time. So you want to start for September. So let me show you how I had kind of mine set up. So, and then I'm going to grab a journal card. Okay, I'll bring those journal cards in a minute, but this is typically how I set mine up. I have my plan book right up front. And then I usually put my journal, which I will skip a strand. So it depends on how thick my journal is. So if it's just new, like not that thick, I'll put it on the second strand. As it gets thicker, I might move it to the third strand. No rhyme or reason, that's just a preference. And it doesn't matter with the system. And then you have the annual book, which is, I usually put on the last strand. And then let's get our journal cards. Again, you don't need these to get started, but they are great to keep in your journals, to be able to tape them in and out, move them around. You know, you can tuck them in however you choose. So let's just, let's kind of play a little bit. So here's the journal cards. In the back, you can put anything you need. You can put a ruler. Let's see. Do I have one handy? Here we go. You can put a ruler back here. You'll always have it. You've got your pen loop, and you're really good to go. So, you know, it's not complicated to get started, and you really don't need much. You really, really don't. You know, again, you may want to add in, like on this book, when I was using it, I added in tabs. So I added in tabs so I can easily find my goals and weeks. Totally up to you. There is also washi tape that that is available. Again, I would suggest, if you're starting out, to consider signing up to the sub box, at least for the monthly plan book and accessories. And the reason for that is because you'll get the theme of the month. So if it's fall, you're going to get a fall theme book. Now, if you aren't sure or you don't like the surprises, sometimes Jenny is not able to flip through them. And so if you don't like those type of surprises, you probably want to go ahead and order your own artwork, set them however you want, and then you're able to get started. But what I'm going to do at this point is I am going to flip you over to a quick, shop with me. I'm going to show you where to find your covers and your journals and how to order them and a few other things. And then we'll just pop back on and we will finish this up. A little shopping on the Planner Perfect website. So just head over to designsbyplannerperfect.com. And here's your shopping menu. So what you're going to do first is choose your leather. So what you want to do is, in this menu under leather is all the regular stocked items. And then there's a retired listing for all of the different items you can get. There is a retired leather traveler's notebook, but just know that anything in there is limited, meaning when it's gone, it's gone. So if you're looking for something maybe as a collection, you may want to start in the regular. I would suggest starting in the regular leather line and move on from there. So what you're going to do is go to your leather traveler's notebooks, and then you have all these that you can choose from in terms of the structure of the cover that you're going to choose. So, take some time, look at them all, decide what your needs are. I am just going to keep it simple. I am going to go with the everyday organized and show you how everything works within this category. So what you're going to find is all the leathers that are available and in stock. Now, maybe your size that you want is out of stock, but these are the ones that she's going to be keeping in stock, at least in the current moment. So these are the available and in stock. Let's choose just a cover and let's kind of build a planner. So let's choose Arabella, since we're pretty familiar with that. And so what you're going to see is, in the pictures below, you're going to be able to see how it's structurally laid out inside. So be sure to check that out. This was that pocket where I tucked the journal cards into. So that is something you want to be aware of when you're choosing your size. Now you can pull down the menu and choose whatever's available in the size for that leather. Just know that not every size is available in every leather. So, kind of keep that size thing in mind. Make sure you look in advance at what's available and do that paper, layout and decide. So let's stick with what I showed you. So let's stick with narrow. We're going to add that to cart. Okay, so now all we need to do is choose our 3 journals, which may seem easy, but it's not. So be sure that you keep in mind you want a 12-month planner, a monthly planner if you're not ready yet to sign up for the subscription box, and then you're going to need a regular journal. So let's start with the 12-month planners. You have the option to buy from the new release, and then there's categories of journals that you can choose from. So I'm going to just shoot right over to the fall. Maybe let's see if I want to. Let's put together a whole fall planner. So let's choose Falling into Autumn for our 12-month. We're just going to play it out, and we're going to say let's start in September. We're going to choose the 12-month planner. Our starting year will be 2025. I am going to choose a custom script because on this book, I wanted to say plan 2025-2026. So you will make those comments in the notes at checkout. The size I need is narrow. And then my inside pages, I have the choice of using blank, lined, grid, and graph. I'm just going to go with blank. And then before we close out of this screen here, let me show you what the back of this book looks like. So see, that's going to look gorgeous in Arabella. So let's go ahead and add to cart. All right, so now we need to find a monthly planner. So once again, I'm going to be turning to the extended menu and choosing from this selection. I'm going to go right to fall. Again, I'm just going to build this fall out. And how cute is this ghost? That was October 2025, and that was like a huge hit, along with this. So many options. Let me see. Let me jump back a ways because that one is kind of old. Remember the girl? Let's see where I can find her. I'm going to start from the back and work forward. Sometimes that's the best way. Another great fall cover is the Scarecrow. And let's see, where am I here? Maybe she's further up than I thought. Oh, look at this. It was the very next page. Silly me. All right, so let's take, for our month, let's do what we had before. Let's do this one. No, let's do the girl, right? We did the girl as the agenda. Let's do the girl as the monthly. Let's just have some fun. We're going to do September 2025. And just so you know, here's the back of that journal, which we saw earlier. We're going to need a narrow. And again, since this is my monthly, I'm going to choose blank. I like that. And I will have to choose custom because I don't want it to say November of 23. So again, in checkout, I will say September 2025. We're going to add that to cart. And we got one journal left, and we're going to make it easy. We're going to go down to the journals and notebooks, and we're going to go, again, sub-menu. We're going to go down to fall. So as you can see, the Christmas journals are even out right here, your Christmas. So, everything you need. Really, Jenny has everything you need. I hate to sound like a broken record, but I get the sub box, and that's literally all I need. So where's my girl? So we ordered the girl for the month. So now let's do this as the journal because I just love this. Let's do, actually, no. I need to do, this is not what I wanted. Oh, you know what? So see, even me, an experienced shopper, we apparently have to have this. Or did I go into fall planners? Let me go to journals, fall journals. Maybe I missed it. Did I go into the wrong one? No, I should be able to get it as a journal, right? Oh, here we go. I did go into the wrong one, so just ignore me sometimes. Okay, so this is, I'm choosing this for my fall journal. So again, I'm choosing narrow. And again, I choose blank, but you can choose any one of these pages. If you are someone who knows you're going to want to use it as lined, by all means, grab lined. I'm just showing you how to get around the website, where to find things. And I'm going to leave the script as shown. And then just to show you the back side is the same picture. It's just like reversed without the words. All right, so let's add that to cart. So now as you can see, everything I need is right here. And now I'm crushing to get this set up. I have the cover, but you know, I don't know, these journals are screaming my name. So this is all you need to get started. Let's take a look. I want to show you the inside pages. So if you go over to More to Love under inside pages, you're going to find what they look like. You can see what the graph looks like, dot grid, project book, the 6-month agenda, which is an option. If you don't know if you want to do a 12-month, absolutely get a 6-month. That's now an option for you. We'll take a look at that. And then you can even get Christmas planner pages. So you can get ready for Christmas. Let me go to, so right here, it says 6-month agenda coming soon, but it really is already there. So in this case, there is not a fall. So let's just go to the new release. I think it ends up holding them all. No, let's see. Let's see if we can find something. Let's go to Active and Scenic. So there's a fall book right here with the trees. So you can choose any one of these for your fall 6-month. Let's see if they have the girl in here. Okay, they don't have the girl. So let's go to the tree. I'm going to add this in because I want you to see what it looks like here. So in this case, this is the 6-month agenda. Again, backside, and then down here, you're automatically shown what the inside pages look like. So you can see your month will be dated, but your weeks, you will have to add in the dates. So, you know, just be aware of that if you choose a 12-month or a 6-month. And then while you have everything you need in your cart to get started, if you want to add a little extra, you can go down to the planner extras. You can look at the charms. You can grab a fall charm. Like some of them are sold out, and I will say that Jenny did just announce yesterday that the fall charms will be restocked by late September. So just know it's coming if you don't see one there. And for each charm, there's 2 sizes, large and small. I know these are sold out. Let me find one that isn't. How about that? And then we can play with that. Let's do the scarecrow. So here you can see large and small. It gives you the dimensions. These are very detailed and thick charms, meaning they're sturdy. You're not getting a flimsy piece of metal. These have been very well curated by Jenny. They've gone through a strict, request of how they're to be designed and so forth. So these are very good quality charms. But again, you don't need a charm to get started. All you need are these items here. So remember, as you're checking out in your shopping cart, that some of your books you said you wanted custom script, and you will need to say in the comments down here what you want them to say. So what you want to do is you want to say falling into autumn, girl, and then put, in parentheses, plan 2025/2026. And then you're going to write one thankful girl, September 2025. So you want to tell them the book name and then what you want on it. And then you check out and you're good to go. You will get your order and you will be all ready for fall, all ready for planning in the Planner Perfect system, and your setup will look gorgeous. So let's get back to the video and we'll finish this out. Okay, so you saw how easy it was to shop the Planner Perfect website. So, with September being the first month of fall, I can assure you getting the sub box for fall is amazing. Like all things fall and Christmas, like you want to be in the Planner Perfect system for that time period. You're going to love it. I kid you not. So we had a little bit of fun shopping. You were shown, some different options that you can take with your journals. The website now it's nice because they're showing you what the back of the book will look like, because not always is it a wraparound. Like sometimes it's different. So for example, like this girl, you'd think maybe it'd be the front side, but on the back it's just the flower she's holding. So it's nice to see that there are what the back of the book will look like, because sometimes that matters to people and they can pre-plan. So if that matters to you and how you're going to lay out your book, you're good to go. So with having all of that in your now skill house, to find the things that you need, find the things that are in stock, a little bit more about the Planner Perfect system from the website. I think you have everything you need to get started in the system. Absolutely. When you shop, and again, I'm an ambassador, so I will pop my code up on the screen and it'll be in the description box. But if you shop and you pick up anything, especially for fall, definitely come back. No matter what you get, drop me a comment below. I would love to hear what you got. I'm always curious to see. Everyone has a unique view on how they want to set up the system that works for them. So, I'm curious always to see other people's setups. So absolutely drop me a comment. Shoot, I don't know if you can do pictures. I don't even know, but hopefully you can. Or just tell me what you got. All the covers in all the journals and then all the covers have names to them, as you saw on the website. So, you pop your pen in and look. I love Arabella. And there's some more cracks coming. So, yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. I saw them and I'm dying. I can't wait for them to come out. So, there you go. I want to get you started for fall because I assure you, in a crazy hectic time of the holidays with fall coming, and then once school comes, and then the holidays, it gets crazy. So, get organized, get your system in place, figure out what works for you, what doesn't, do you want line pages, blank pages, that kind of thing. And just get started today. So I hope everything I've showed you in the shop with me has helped you make a decision a little bit easier. Again, those are my choices, but you can infuse them with your choices and pick up everything you need. I've said it before and I'll say it 1,000 times. If you're a first-time buyer and, grab my code below, grab the discount code, put everything you need or want in your cart and use that 20% discount. Absolutely, if you're on the fence about charms or whatever, totally understand. But to get you started, be sure that you have a cover and at minimum 3 journals. That, and again, not just blank journals unless you wish to draw your own months and weeks and so forth. That would be the Bujo part of Traveler's Notebooks. But everything you need, this is it. Everything. And look at how gorgeous this is. I mean, these are my old fall journals, but pulling them out for this video, I'm crushing on them. I just love the crinkly pages. So, and you will too. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, I hope you hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon. And that is it for today.